My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.
What's going on, everybody? KingofDragons 5000 here, coming at you with another figure review. Today we'll be having a look at the DC Collectibles DC Designer Series, DC Bombshells Harley Quinn. Now, here we do have Harley Quinn in the packaging. You can see she does come with quite a few accessories. She does have her mallet, her pop gun, and an alternate set of hands. And she just looks really wonderful in the packaging. Originally, I wasn't going to pick up the Bombshell line. However, seeing them in the comic book store, I just had to pick them up. We do have the same window that we had seen with all the other DC collectible figures. It is red instead of blue for Wonder Woman. And we'll see that more as we go on. We do have her name right here. On the side, another beautiful rendition of Harley Quinn from the Bombshell. So, really love this series. I wasn't too fond of the statues, but the figures really do catch my eye. The other figures of this line include Bombshell Wonder Woman, Bombshell Poison Ivy, and Bombshell's Batwoman. So, really happy I have all of them in hand. So what I'm going to do now is take a little break, get her opened up, and then we'll go on to the rest of her review. So sit tight, everyone. And so here we have Harley Quinn out of the packaging, and let's get a good 360 of her. Again, really phenomenal figure. I'm just going to throw that out there. So far I have not been disappointed with the Bombshell figures, and we've only had a look at Wonder Woman and now Harley Quinn, and really loving these figures. Now, I do want to point out that on mine it does suffer from one huge defect, and we'll actually go over that in her accessories, so let's go ahead and show those off right now. She does come with a mallet, although it's not your traditional mallet, and that's just a piece of plastic that I just peeled off. It's actually a barrel with a handle in it, so really interesting that they went this route, and it looks really zany and cartoony, but I like it. You can see it has a lot of nice detailing on it. You can see the rivets on the barrel itself. So that's really good. The rope is nicely detailed as well. See all that wood grain patterns right there. Let's actually move Harley Quinn off camera so she doesn't take focus away from her little mallet. Her other accessory is this little pop gun, which is one of Harley's signature weapons. And you can see it even comes with a little Batman keychain, and that is so hilarious. And this is where the problem is. It's not that this pop gun isn't nicely done. You can see there's even some washing effect in the handle. Mine, unfortunately, does not have a way to hold the pop gun, and that's where the quality control comes in. Unfortunately for me, I got two right hands that are meant to grip the mallet. It's kind of disappointing because I don't have any way for her to hold the pop gun. None of these hands will accommodate the handle or the trigger, so that is a little disappointing. She's supposed to come with one hand to hold the mallet and one trigger hand for the pop gun, and as you can see, I have two right hands. That is really disappointing, but it's just the luck of the draw. Eventually you are going to come across quality control like that, so that is a bit of a shame. She also does come with this open displayed hand, as well as the peace sign, although it's not always peace in every country, so do be careful when you're throwing out hand gestures. You might offend somebody. And those are all her accessories besides the fist hands that she has out straight out of the packaging, and you can actually interchange those as you please, and they fit just perfectly. And we're actually going to have her with her style pose hands, just so we can have a look at that. You can see that there's some plastic flaking off on my hand, and that's just excess plastic. Don't worry about it. It doesn't mean that the figure is bad. It just means that there's some plastic residue left over. And again, really happy with this figure. I'm just blown away by the Bombshell line so far. She's just a really well done figure, and a really beautiful one at that. And let's actually go on to some of the details so you can see what I'm talking about. moving up to her head. That is a really cute head sculpt for Harley Quinn, and I do want to point out that be careful when you're messing around with her head. The hair is a rubbery plastic, and I don't know if you can see that, but that is her pigtails. They're not coming off, but I will caution that those might pop off if you're trying to move them, and they're not going to pop off, they're going to rip off. They're not articulated, they're not pegged in, they're just one solid sculpt, so don't be moving around the pigtails. If you do, bad things will happen. But again, really cute face sculpt on Harley Quinn here. Unfortunately, there's a bit of red paint on her teeth. I don't know if I can scrape that off or not, but we'll see what happens. Oh, maybe I can. You saw some of the red paint chipped off onto. I'll see what I can do as I progress with the figure. She is wearing, I don't know, it's a choker of some kind, but I don't know if it's supposed to have any designs on it, but it does look nice. You can see she is wearing some rankings right here. It does look like 2-star general, maybe more, I can't tell because of the way her flight jacket comes in, which it's done really well. You can see all the detail on it, making it look like actual fluff that a flight jacket has. She is wearing a couple of medals and a ribbon right there. And then nothing on this side because that is the way the military does things. And then on the back you have Joker's Wild. We have an image of the Joker. So that's really nice. She's wearing red gloves on both sides, and then she is wearing a utility belt, which is a little odd for Harley Quinn, but the utility belt is done really nice. It is in this gold plastic with the red and black painted. She's wearing black shorts. And then when we get to her stocking, she is wearing red and black stockings. You can see the diamond patterns that have become famous with Harley Quinn. And then she is wearing military-style combat boots with the laces not all the way up and them actually folding in on themselves. And then another nice little detail is that the top button on her shorts isn't buttoned, and they actually sculpted it like that, so that's really cute. I think that's a really nice design for the Bombshell Harley Quinn. And just like Wonder Woman, I'm just blown away by the amount of articulation that this girl has. Let's actually run through that. She does have a ball jointed head. She can look up really well, down pretty well. Does tilt her head to the side really well as well. We do get left and right, so a lot of good range of movement in just her head. Arms on a ball joint, they do go out. It's a little stiff on mine, but once they go out, no problem there. They do a full 360. Again, be very careful with those pigtails. If you mess around with them too much, they will rip off. She has a bicep swivel right there. She is double jointed in the elbow, so we got good range of movement there. We have a hinge and swivel in the wrist. So again, really good articulation there. You can't see Harley Quinn. I don't know why I went that route. I'm so sorry, guys. She does have a diaphragm joint which provides some up and down some back and forth crunching, some side to side, as well as the swivel joint there. And then we also do have a crunch joint right here at the lower torso, and just like with Wonder Woman, we get more backward arching movement than we get forward. But we do get pretty good articulation with Harley Quinn there. You can see both joints together do get her pretty far forward. So that's really nice. Legs do go forward, back, and out. And then just like with Wonder Woman, we do have that drop down joint so you can get even more range for Harley Quinn. So that's really good. She swivels at the stocking, not at the thigh like Wonder Woman, but down here at her socks. Well, stocking. No articulation in the boot, but we do get a hinge right here as well as a pivot. So just like with Wonder Woman, great range of articulation for Harley Quinn here. So what I'm going to do now is get her pose and move on to my final thoughts, and then we'll wrap up this review, so sit tight everyone. And here we have Harley Quinn pose for my final thoughts, and overall I think she's a really, really beautiful figure. And I don't know if I showed off the scale, but here how she stands next to Wonder Woman, and as you can see they are two completely different sizes. I didn't think I did a size comparison when I did Harley Quinn, so sorry about that. But this is how they stack up together. Harley Quinn is shorter, Wonder Woman is taller. But overall, again, I'm blown away by these Bombshell figures. I really wasn't going to pick them up at first, but having them in hand, I think they're well worth the money that you put into them. And yeah, they are a little more expensive than most DC collectible figures, running you at about $27.99 at most retail outlets or specialty stores. But if you can find these girls, definitely pick them up. Like I said, I was on the fence about picking these girls up, and if you're on the fence about them, lean toward the side that picks these girls up. They are phenomenal figures. If you're a fan of the Bombshell line, fan of this style, you're definitely not going to be disappointed with these figures. I know I really wasn't too keen on the statues, but having the figures in hand, I really do love the figures and just the design. It's a really, really nice take on the figures and the characters. But with that being said, guys, that's going to wrap up my review here, so I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, why don't you go ahead and subscribe to my channel, leave a like, tell me what you think of Bombshell Harley Quinn. I know mine can't really hold the pop gun, which is a little bit of a shame, but still a really, really nice figure to own. If there's a figure you guys would like to see me review, go ahead and let me know down in the comments. And if it fits in my collection, I'll go ahead and show it off for you guys. And until next time, guys, I'm KingofDragons 5000. Take care, everyone.
My dreams are nightmares. How can I sleep? You got the gun against me.